A modest apartment with a view of a bustling city at dawn. Soft morning light creeps through the windows, illuminating a tidy room adorned with personal mementos. Inside the bedroom, gentle morning light highlights the calm interior. The camera pans slowly over Yashiro's peaceful sleeping face, his olive skin and soft features radiating calm. On the edge of the bed, Sebastian sits with a cigarette in hand, watching Yashiro with an expression that blends adoration with a hint of darkness. A close-up on Sebastian's intense eyes as he surveys the sleeping Yashiro. The focus shifts to Sebastian's face, capturing the duality of his expression. Love intertwined with a simmering obsession. Sebastian whispers, "This is the face I must protect. The face that gives me hope even when the darkness calls me back." Still in the intimate confines of the softly lit bedroom, Sebastian stands up and carefully tucks his cigarette away. He leans in close to gently brush a stray lock of hair from Yashiro's forehead, the intimacy palpable in the quiet moment. Yashiro stirs, a sleepy smile gracing his face as he begins to wake. Yashiro sleepily tells Sebastian, "Good morning, gorgeous. Didn't you have work today?" Sebastian responds with a warm yet subtly edged smile, his eyes conveying both affection and the weight of his inner conflict. Sebastian, softly, with a hint of possessiveness, "Yes. Inventories at the shop." Sebastian, "But I have time for this." Yashiro and Sebastian share a deep, lingering kiss that is both tender and possessive. The shot zooms in on Sebastian's eyes, now stormy with a mix of conflicting emotions, capturing the complexity of their bond. The facade of a quaint rustic-style coffee shop with the sign "Sweet Dreams." The door opens. Sebastian whistled a happy tune as he keyed in the password to open up his shop. The chime of the doorbell at the door provides a nice ting sound. He locked the door behind him and walked over to the counter. He methodically empties his bag of coins into the register with a near-ritualistic precision. He moves to the workstation to inspect the coffee machine and check inventories. He turns on the coffee machine and it stirs to life. He makes himself a cup of coffee. He meticulously counted the remaining stocks he had left at the counter. He recorded it in his Google Sheet file to track his inventories. The room is dimly lit, and a heavy metal locker stands conspicuously against the wall. A close-up of Sebastian as his face is partially shadowed, capturing a dual nature. Narration: By day I am the man they trust, the kind husband, the devoted shop owner. But nightfall reveals the true me, the one that craves absolution through sin. The back room, focusing on the nondescript metal locker. Sebastian glances behind to ensure no prying eyes, then crosses to the locker. He opens it and carefully places his belongings inside. He looks back at his reflection in the mirror glued to the wall, bending his neck from left to right, allowing his neck to release the tension, until he hears that sweet audible crack of his joints. Sebastian flips a switch that activates a hidden mechanism. The locker swings open to reveal a concealed steel door. Sebastian inputs his passkey. He places his index finger on the scanner. The door slides shut behind him with a resounding click. A dark, narrow staircase. Dim bulbs cast long, menacing shadows along the claustrophobic passage. Sebastian, now wearing surgical disposable gloves and a PVC apron, begins his descent up the stairs. Each step echoes in the cavernous space, emphasizing his journey into darkness. A subterranean chamber, with a table meticulously arranged with various tools and instruments that resemble sacred relics of his secret life. Sebastian stops at the table. His hands tremble slightly as he reaches for a scalpel, and his expression shifts to one of resolute determination in preparation for the day's unspeakable work. The atmosphere of the secret chamber deepens, hinting at the darkness within.